What's up, y'all? It has been a long time. I do apologize for that. Um, I told myself that I was going to do this video like 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, maybe 2 weeks ago. And I never did it. I was tired. Uh, my mind has been all over the place. I didn't feel like doing the video. Every day I'm like looking at the ring light, looking at my iPad. I'm just like, do a video. You're not doing anything else right now. Go record. I didn't want to. Ultimately, is what it came down to. So here we are tonight, and I have so much that needs to get put out there. So we're just gonna start somewhere. So this video was originally supposed to come after our last visit at the pediatrician. Araya did lose weight, so um, this is probably the second appointment that she started losing weight, and that's not good. So the pediatrician did advise us to go see a gastroenterologist and a nutritionist. So we had to have that appointment. And then we also, so I'm just going to combine it. So we did that appointment, and today we finally did go to do the gastroenterology appointment. So the pediatrician sent over a referral for gastroenterology, and literally when she sent that referral in, I was waiting for them to call me, but they never did. So probably about a week later, I tried to do it on the app because we have this lovely app. It's called My Chart, and you can just go on and they handle all of the appointments. So we do Texas Children's. So that's where we go, and it's a wonderful app. It has all of her healthcare providers in one place, so everybody can see everything that the other person has put in there. It's awesome. So I was trying to schedule the appointment through there, and it was telling me that there may not be a need for the appointment when I was trying to schedule it, so they had me call. And I'm like, I'm not about to call them because she needs the appointment. So I tried again this morning, and it still said the same thing. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And I called this morning, and they're like, well, we have appointments today. So that's what we did. We went to see the gastroenterologist today. It wasn't the actual provider. We saw a nurse practitioner, and then she ended up putting in a referral for us to get speech therapy with a concentration on feeding. And then she also did a referral for, did she do another referral? Oh, we had to do blood work. So she put in a referral for blood work to get Araya's levels tested for vitamin D deficiency, celiac disease. I took a picture. Let me see what the picture says. CBC and comprehensive metabolic PNL. I'm not sure what those two are, but that's what we have to do the blood draw for. So when we went to see that provider today, the gastroenterologist, nurse practitioner, Araya lost weight again. So now she's down to about 16 pounds. So when we went over to get her blood drawn, she was not able to get all of the testing, well, all of the blood drawn for the testing today in one sitting because of her new low weight. So we'll have to go back in about 3 to 4 days to get her tested for that. The blood that they did take today, they said that the results should come back in about 3 to 4 days. I'm not even sure which testing they drew the blood for. I know for sure the celiac disease would be the one that we go back for in 3 to 4 days. So I'm not sure if there's one other one that was going to be tested on that day as well. However, when we get the results back, I don't know what we had tested today. I also did want to do a Q&A video, so if any of you are keeping up with me on Instagram, I did put out a questionnaire for people to send in questions about anything that they would want to ask me, just anything. So I'm going to post that video. It's going to be completely separate than this one. I just have to record it and get that uploaded for you guys. As far as the doctors go and Araya goes, therapies have been mildly productive, but I will say Araya has been trying to crawl, and that is so exciting to me because she's doing this little awkward shuffle because she gets on her hands and knees to sit up from laying down. And now, instead of just doing it and sitting right up, she starts doing it and then scooting forward like an inch or two. And that's exciting because hopefully she'll start actually crawling. So we're going to be looking for a new ophthalmologist. Not to say anything's wrong with the current one that we have, but I do want to go on and get that second opinion. Granted, this is the second ophthalmologist we have seen, but I personally don't feel like the current ophthalmologist that we have tested Araya to her full capabilities. She only just looked into her eyes. She didn't dilute them or anything. At least the very first ophthalmologist that we seen in Indiana, she diluted Araya's eyes and looked at them then. This current ophthalmologist didn't do any of that. She's mostly going off of the word that I told her of what the Indianapolis ophthalmologist told us. So she hasn't done any further testing. She's continually saying that Araya is too young to do the interactive testing that they would typically do, and we're not going back to them until November. So what are we supposed to do from now until November? Like, that's our biggest issue, is her vision, and we're not even being seen enough for the vision. And that doesn't sit well with me. So I am going to try to schedule another appointment to see a different ophthalmologist, maybe at a different location, and see, one, how soon they can get us in, and two, what they'll have to say about the matter. I'm probably not going to tell them too much. I mean, they do have access to the lovely MY chart that I was just telling y'all about, so they can see what is in there, but I want them to do more, like do the testing. There are kiddos out here with glasses, so how come my baby doesn't have glasses? Or how come you can't tell me whether or not she'll need glasses, or if they'll even be beneficial for her? Whatever the case may be, we're going to be working on that. We do have an appointment coming up for something called VI services. So it's with the school system, and they're going to come out and basically see how they can help Araya and her functionality when it comes down to the home and get her getting to know her surroundings better. So they're going to come and basically test her, see how low they think her vision is. So this is going to be a step. We're doing that next week. They're going to come to see how low they think her vision is, what they think they can do to help, and what further services she'll need. Like if they think that she has total blindness maybe, or just low vision, so we can start learning Braille and getting more acclimated with being visually impaired. Y'all, it's been a really rough 2 weeks. I am so tired, just like mentally exhausted, and it's hard. Like, it's really hard sometimes, but you gotta just keep going and pushing through. That's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to push through. It's like you can only push for so long before you just fall, right? I don't know. My mind and my apartment look the exact same. And y'all know what I mean. Like when your mind is cluttered, your space gets cluttered. Man, there's laundry all over the place. I feel like I'm constantly washing, but nothing ever gets folded. So there's just clothes everywhere. Araya's Pediasure, we had 2 shipments come in. So there's so many boxes of milk just sitting by the front door. I haven't tried to move them because I'm just like, where am I gonna put it all? And I'm tired. I'm so tired. Oh, but on the bright side, I have been looking into school. So I don't know if I told y'all, like, I do want to go back to school. I have my master's. I want to get my master's. I have my bachelor's degree from Ball State University in Muncie, Indiana, and that was for sport administration and marketing. I don't really want to do, I don't want to do marketing at all. I will if I absolutely have to, but I really don't want to. I want to get my master's in athletic training, but the thing with that is I'll have to take some more courses because I don't have all of the requirements that are necessary to even apply for the program. So I was just looking into that like right before I started this video. And the classes, it's over at a community college that I was looking at just to take the courses that I would need. It's not that expensive. I believe for 10 credit hours, it was less than $1,000. It was less than $900. Just that's for 10 credit hours. I'm not sure how many courses I would need. Maybe like 3 or 4. Okay, so I would have to take chemistry, one of these anatomy and physiology classes, possibly, but that's 4 credit hours. Biomechanics, I took exercise physiology. think I took psychology, I took statistics, and I'm pretty sure I took nutrition. So I would have to take, oh wow, maybe it's four or five classes: chemistry, physics, anatomy and physiology. I did take anatomy and physiology when I was at Ball State, but I'm not sure if the course that I took will cover the two courses on here, because it has anatomy physiology 1 and 2. So I might have to take one of those for sure, though: the chemistry, the physics, and then the biomechanics. Chemistry, physics, biomechanics. I don't know. I really don't know. I would have to look at the courses that I took at Ball State and then the courses that I took at Indiana State University to see how they transfer, and if they transfer. That's going to be the biggest thing, because I'm in a completely different state now. So I don't know how the courses transfer from Indiana to Texas. And that's going to be the hardest part. Fingers crossed that majority of them will come down here with me, because Lord knows I don't want to have to retake all of these classes, especially not biology. I took biology in high school and I didn't have to take it again in college because it transferred over, thankfully. So that's even another state. I took biology in Illinois at a community college. I took 2 semesters of biology. So it was like organismal biology and then cellular and molecular biology. But this says general bio. I have no idea. Y'all pray for me and just hope. Hope and pray that Jazz does not have to take those classes again. I know I might have to take chemistry again. That's fine. Anatomy and physiology, I would love to not have to take that again. It's a great course, but I would absolutely love to not have to take that again. Biomechanics, I don't think I've ever taken that, unless something that I took at Ball State will be similar to it. But then I have to find like the syllabus for it and everything, and that's just a lot of work, especially when you don't have access to the emails and your student portal anymore. It's very hard to gather that information. There's so many people that you have to contact to get the information. And not to mention, if one of your professors for the courses are retired or no longer at the university, oh my goodness. Anyway, what else is to do with Zoom? Araya says thank you, and please. It's so sweet. It's the sweetest thing ever. I'm gonna try to record it one day and upload the video, just like a mini video or shorts or something, because y'all have to see it. You'll have to hear it really. I want to rally so that I can get to 100 subscribers by the end of May. I feel like that's a good time. Good amount of time, about a month. The end of May. Today is, yes. So 1 month, I want to have 1,000 subs. I mean, not 1,000. Outrageous. I want to have 100 subscribers so that I can feel like I'm going up. Right now we're at a standstill. I haven't gotten any new subscribers in a while. Granted, I haven't very much been posting as I had been. It's mostly because I've been so drained, so exhausted. I'm going to do better. It is a lot of work to constantly put out new videos. Like, who knew that it would take so much to, like, always having new content available and prepared. I don't know how some people do it. And I was thinking that, yeah, every time that we did an appointment, I'll just do a video for that appointment. But our appointments are so spaced out, kind of. So you might get a video a week after one, and then you might not get another video for a month, because that's just how the appointments are. So I want to find a better schedule than that, so that you all are getting something more consistently. I've been thinking about just recording our day-to-day things, but that's a lot in itself too, because I don't have a camera, so I'm using my iPad. And I don't like taking my iPad everywhere because I don't have a case for it. So I need to get a case for my iPad before I can start doing that. Oh, y'all. So while I woke up, it was a Sunday morning. I had woke up and my phone was disabled. Araya had my phone in her hand. I don't know what she had been doing, or how long she had even been awake, or how she got my phone. I don't have any of the answers to any of this, but when I woke up, it said disabled for 15 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. So 15 minutes went by, and then I tried to put my password in, and it was like disabled. Try again in 30 minutes. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I had to get ready for work. I ended up snoozing my very first alarm like 5 times. And then I ended up just hitting stop on it entirely. And then I didn't wake up for like another 30 minutes. So you can just imagine how much time has passed. I was supposed to have been up at 7:15. I didn't get out of bed until 8:15, 8:20. And I was supposed to have left home by 8:30. That's when I like to leave home, so that I can make sure that if there's any traffic, I won't be late, because it takes 30 minutes to get to Ariah's daycare without traffic. And then it takes 15 minutes for me to get to work from daycare without traffic. So that's already 45 minutes, and then however long I'm inside the daycare, depending on what's going on. So I just don't want to be late, and I have to be there at 10 a.m. So if I left at 8:30, 45 minutes, now it's like 8:30, 45 minutes, that puts us at 9. So 8:30, 30 minutes to daycare is 9 o'clock. Let's say I'm inside the daycare for 5 minutes, so now it's 9:05. And then it takes 15 minutes to get to work, so 9:20. So I could have got to work by 9:20 a.m. And so with that schedule, that leaves me enough time to stop and get some food if I need to, fill up my gas tank if I need to, stop at Starbucks if I need to. I didn't leave home till 8:55. But I don't know what was going on them streets. I don't know if I was speeding or what. I probably had to have been speeding, huh? I guess. But I got to work at 9:40. And I only got there at 9:40 because I did still stop at Starbucks. I had to get some tea and some coffee because it's a long day. You go to work at 9:30 in the morning. Well, we have to be there at 10. So let's say you get to work at 10 o'clock in the morning, and then you don't leave until 11:30, midnight. A little after midnight, depends on how the night goes. It's a long time. And people be thinking that, I don't know what people be thinking, first of all. So let's start there. But those people, they come in there, they want to do their brunch and their after brunch and whatever, just carrying on. They don't care about what we had to do to prepare for their day. They don't care that we've been there since 10 o'clock in the morning while they were still asleep. I was standing outside just taking a break. It's always loud, hot. It gets really cold when all the people start clearing out. So I'm standing outside, and a guy had walked up to me, and he was like, "Are you going out after you leave here?" I'm like, "No, I'm going home when I leave here." And he's like, okay, that's fine. And then he's like, how come you're not going out? I'm like, tired. I've been here all day. He said, oh, what time did you get here? 3, 4 o'clock? I laughed at him. I laughed a good laugh. Because you thought I got here at 3 o'clock? In the middle of the day? Do you know what's going on at 3 o'clock and you think that's when I'm arriving? He's silly soul. So then when I told him, like, yeah, we have to be here at 10 o'clock, but I've been here since like 9:30. He's like, his eyes got so big. He's like, 9:30 this morning? Y'all have to be here that early? I'm like, yeah. Just because you can walk up in here whenever you so very pleased don't mean the rest of us can. And that's just so funny to me. I don't know how to think it is. Nightlife is not regular. Nothing about nightlife is normal. So I don't know what kind of schedule they think we're on. Some of the girls I work with, they aren't normal. It's like nothing about nightlife is normal. So some of the girls I work with, I remember last weekend, I got there pretty early again, probably like 9:20. I got there last week, and there was one girl there before me. Mind you, we don't have to be there till 10 o'clock. And there was one girl there before me. I'm like, why are you here so early? She said, I just came from the club. You just came from the club. You been out all night long, and you gonna come to work and be here all day long, and then probably go out when you get off work. Again, no, ma'am, not me. Jazz is going to sleep. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna get my sleep. If I don't do anything else, that's what I am gonna do. That's all. If y'all haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you share my videos, please. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll see you next time.